new trailers dropped for Fallout Season 2, Good Boy, Keeper, and Black Rabbit. Greg Fraser may no longer shoot the Batman 2. Jason Momoa will be a pirate. Plus, we get new looks at Street Fighter, Vince Gilligan's Pluribus, Backrooms, and more. Let's get into this episode of Movie News.
What is up, movie friends? Welcome back to Raiders of the Lost Podcast, the ultimate film and TV podcast. I'm finally back in the studio. You don't have to sit with just James anymore.
Listen, we were having a good time without you, but I mean, I'm glad to have the company because I can actually spitball and talk.
You could actually take a break, too.
Yeah, exactly. Catch my breath.
There's a ton to go over this week. A lot of new trailers. This is like 6 new trailers to talk about. Good Boy, Keeper Anniversary, Ballad of a Small Player, the new poker movie starring Colin Farrell from Edward Berger. Looks so good. But let's talk about, I went to an advanced screening of The Long Walk, the new Stephen King adaptation, starring David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman in an amazing cast. I can't spoil this movie, but...
You better not.
Just a quick reaction. This was the best Stephen King movie I've seen since It.
Goodness.
It was that good of an adaptation. The cast is amazing. Francis Lawrence, who's one of like the best studio filmmakers. He's done a lot of Hunger Games movies. I Am Legend. He did a really expert job of crafting this film. Mark Hamill's really great as the villain. Overall, it was solid. This movie comes out in 3 weeks on September 12th. It's amazing that they gave so many people such an advanced screening because I think they feel really confident about it. This could be a big hit for Lionsgate. And I think that young people will go out in droves to see this movie. It's really outstanding.
Well, let's do a quick synopsis because they also dropped a clip and they've been dropping trailers the last couple months. The film follows a contest where 100 young men have to walk without stopping and are killed if they pause for too long. What a great synopsis. The trailers are excellent. Unfortunately, I had to miss it, so I'm going to be excited to check it out next month. Did you see Life of Chuck, though?
I did not yet.
Life of Chuck is fantastic.
Okay,
that is absolutely fantastic. So I haven't seen Long Walk yet, but I thought Life of Chuck was the best Stephen King adaptation in years.
Wow. I got to check it out. Mom really liked it.
Dude, it's so good. But The Long Walk is probably fantastic as well, so I'm excited to see that. We also got a trailer for Fallout Season 2. They dropped some stills a few days ago, but then the trailer dropped finally. This is releasing December 17th on Prime Video. There's going to be a lot of stuff to watch in December, guys. We got a bunch of shows premiering near the end of the year, plus tons of movies coming out in December too, but Fallout Season 2, people are going to be hyped. I know you watched Season 1. I still haven't gotten around to it.
You must be confused.
What's going on? I skimmed through it. I'm like, the imagery is fantastic. But I will promise I will watch Fallout Season 1 in the next month.
And we got the return of our great cast, Ella Purnell and Walton Goggins and the rest.
She's so pretty.
Yeah, the rest of the actors are really great. But we're going to finally see how the end of the world happened through Walton Goggins' character's backstory being involved with the powers that be, as well as new reveals for fans of the video games, from weapons to monsters that we haven't seen yet. Fans of the game are really excited about this. I don't know anything about the game, but from what I've seen on the discourse, they're revealing a lot of great Easter eggs for the passionate fans out there. It looks awesome, gigantic. I trust in Nolan. Jonathan Nolan knows how to make a show, and it's gonna be great. Plus, gory, great action. Really phenomenal trailer.
We finally got a teaser trailer for Good Boy, the horror movie coming out soon, shot from the perspective of a dog who sees its owners haunted by supernatural spirits. It's named already as one of the most heartbreaking and scariest horror movies of 2025 from people who have seen it. It's already 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. Google searches for "Does the dog die in Good Boy" have spiked to over 2,000% since the first trailer dropped. I'm really excited about this film. I think so many pet owners and dog owners out there are so enticed and curious about this film. And also, it's just a new take on horror. I think what Steven Soderbergh did with his horror film, the Presence, where you're in the perspective of the spirit, the haunting spirit the whole time, was really interesting. It's like a cool experiment. It's very innovative.
I want to see the horror film from the perspective of a coffee mug now.
As it got knocked over.
Also, I think we helped with the spike in the Google searches.
I'm not going to lie.
We had a very, very viral clip about it last week.
That's why I'm trying to get one right now, too.
So people are worried because it's described as a heartbreaking horror film. I don't think that means the dog's going to die. I think that means that it's heartbreaking for the dog to watch his owner being haunted and heartbreaking for him to see terrible things happen to his owner. I don't think that this movie's about the dog. I don't think the dog's going to die in this movie, but I think it's heartbreaking from the dog's perspective because maybe he can't do anything to help.
Yeah, and I think, again, this movie had such a great pitch that the director revealed to the studios when he was pitching it a couple of years ago, and I think that's why possibly it got funding because this is such a great pitch. Listen to this. Do you ever wonder why your dog stares at empty corners, barks for no reason, or refuses to go into the basement? Good Boy is the story of a dog who sees everything that goes bump in the night. And the trailer is really cute. It starts off with the dog as a puppy. It's like a home video, but then it gets very scary and dark. And it's no CGI. It's a real dog, and the dog is gorgeous. It's such a cutie.
Great performance, too.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good performance.
Went to Juilliard.
Yeah. He was in the class with Jessica Chastain and Oscar Isaac.
Yeah. Real quick, before we continue, check out this amazing F1 poster, which I refuse to take out of my light box, both provided by our great friends at movieposters.com. Use our code Raiders10 at checkout today to get 10% off your order at movieposters.com, plus our affiliate link in the description of this episode, podcast episode.
All right, let's talk about what I think is the best-looking trailer so far this week. That's Ballad of a Small Player from Edward Berger, who recently did Conclave in All Quiet on the Western Front. Super talented filmmaker. And Colin Farrell ignites the screen in this film as a gambler who must lay low in Macau after his past and huge debts catch up to him. This comes out October 29th on Netflix. I hope this gets a theatrical release because this looks visually stunning. Unbelievable filmmaking. Edward Berger is outstanding as a director, and Colin Farrell looks like he brings it. There's not much revealed in terms of plot. We get a little bit of dialogue just at the end of the trailer, but visually, this is so striking and powerful with its visual storytelling. I can't wait. This is now one of my most anticipated for the rest of the year to see.
The colors.
Yeah.
Almost these pastel, vibrant colors everywhere. Las Vegas is a very colorful city with the lights and everything, and I think Edward Berger is just a really interesting...
Not in Vegas.
Well, there's a casino. It's not in Vegas?
Macau.
Well, I thought there was a...
Yeah, there's casinos in other countries.
I thought that some of it was in Vegas. I guess I was wrong. Well, what if it's him in Vegas and he gets in trouble with the gambling?
Maybe.
That's probably what it is. Anyways, it looks like Vegas. Sorry. It could be Vegas. I bet maybe the opening's in Vegas.
Maybe.
It's anyways,
possible.
The casinos, the colors, the lights, the cinematography, really, really cool because it's so different than what his last two films, All Quiet on the Western Front is way different than this, and I think that just shows that this guy's got the juice as a filmmaker.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about Conclave, such restrained filmmaking, very controlled and precise and minimal. And then this is like crazy camera work all over the place, so it's cool to see his range as a director.
I think he might be one of the most untalked about directors right now because people keep bringing up a lot of young, hot directors, especially in the horror genre. But Edward Berger, All Quiet on the Western Front, Conclave, and then Ballad of a Small Player, 3 insanely different movies.
I think he's got the juice. If anyone has the juice, he's got it.
Oh, he's drinking juice all day, kid.
Juicy juice. All right, let's talk about Osgood Perkins' new film Keeper. They released a second full-length trailer. This is pretty similar to the other trailer where we got context and perspective of each of the lead characters, the husband and wife in this film. It first follows Tatiana Maslany's character talking to herself and talking to the audience, questioning who her husband is, as well as showcasing crazy shit happening with the visuals. And then it cuts to the husband's perspective, his inner monologue, also crazy stuff happening. They both seem to be experiencing some kind of haunting or supernatural experience, and they're questioning the other person while they're also being fucked with. So it's a really cool trailer. You don't really know what's going on, but you know it's going to be crazy. And then there's a super cut of absolute insanity happening near the tail end of the trailer. So I think people are going to be really surprised when they see this movie.
Let's talk about some more trailers. There are so many trailers this week. They all dropped like in the same 6 hours, too.
Crazy.
Anniversary, another new trailer. It centers on a family torn apart when a guy brings his girlfriend home, who was his mom, Ellen's former student, and has a controversial past. Stars Diane Lane, Dylan O'Brien, Kyle Chandler, Madeline Brewer, Zoe Deitch, Phoebe Deniver, McKenna Grace, and Daryl McCormick. Massive cast. Lots of people you know and recognize in there. Pretty good trailer, too.
Yeah, it's got some like cool thriller vibes.
They're kayaking, too.
But she was like apparently very outspoken against the mom teacher when she was in school or something. And so no, it looks like she's manipulated her way into the family to maybe get back at Diane Lane's character in some way.
It's possible.
Pretty interesting. All right, next up, we got a trailer for a series starring Jude Law and Jason Bateman. Really cool dynamic duo I never thought I needed until now. The series follows the owner of a New York City hotspot restaurant who's forced to help his chaotic brother and gets the mob after him in return. Jason Bateman plays a down-on-his-luck younger brother. He's got a full hair and beard. He's He's drowning in debts, and he thinks his brother Jude Law, who runs a successful restaurant, can help bail him out. But he doesn't realize Jude Law's actually got no money, and he's spending it all, and the restaurant's actually not as successful as he thinks. So they both get under with the sharks and have to find their way out. This is a series releasing on Netflix September 18th. It looks really fun.
I feel like Netflix is like, yo, the bear's on fire. Anyone got any restaurant scripts?
Who got a restaurant script?
Restaurants and mobs, come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Because the bear dabbles in the mob. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. Little
With Oliver Platt?
The uncle, yeah. Little mob stuff, kind of. A little funding.
Yeah.
But then, this is just taking it to a new level. Restaurants and mobs. Let's go.
And the guy
They've always go hand in hand, especially Sopranos.
And the dad in Coda is the mob boss.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's very cool. I mean, awesome cast. Really interesting trailer. Really energetic, fast-paced. Looks exciting. We have some sad news, guys. Greg Fraser, the incredible cinematographer behind some of your favorite movies, especially, The Batman 2, not to mention Dune Part 1 and 2. He turned down Dune 3 to do The Batman. However, it looks like... Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
Because he had to choose between one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because then Linus Sandgren came in to fill in for Dune Messiah, Dune Part 3. But now Greg Fraser is probably going to drop out of Batman Part 2. He might not have time to shoot it because he's going to be the cinematographer for Sam Mendes' 4 Beatle films. He's making a movie about each Beatle, all coming out in the same month, all in April 2026, I think, or 27. And Greg Fraser is going to be the cinematographer. So that's a lot of shooting, tons of filming, which means he's going to be booked up because the Batman Part 2 doesn't start shooting until I think it's spring or May 2026, around the same time this is going to be shooting as well. So it looks like Greg Fraser might be out for the Batman Part 2, which is such a bummer because he turned down Dune to do the Batman. Now he's going to turn down the Batman to do the Beatles.
Linus Sandgren will come in and scoop it up. Yeah, who do you get to replace him, especially if Linus isn't available? You're going to need a very strong DP to, try to compare to the first
Hoyt.
Batman film.
Bring in Hoyt. He'll be done.
Yeah, maybe.
Because the Odyssey's done shooting.
He's got the time. That would be pretty dope.
There's a lot of great cinematographers out there, but
this
this is really interesting news, especially because Greg is so involved in the DNA of that first Batman movie. A lot of those compositions are just from his just creativity. So it's a bit of a bummer. I'm sure the movie will still be great, and they have the blueprint from the first film, the style that they can emulate.
But you know what? These Beatle movies are going to look awesome.
Yeah, they are. They are.
This is going to be fucking sick.
Because, Project Hail Mary, baby, that movie looks incredible.
Yeah, Sam Mendes and Greg Fraser, what a duo. I can't wait for that. It's sad news for the Batman, but as a huge Beatles fan, this is kind of a win for me,
That's
too.
what happens when you wait 6 years to make your sequel, man.
Yeah, Matt. Just kidding. You're a cool guy.
He's a really cool guy.
Let's talk about Jason Momoa's new pirate movie. He's going to produce and potentially star in a new action thriller, The Pirate. It's billed as The Raid, set on a pirate ship, produced by David Leitch, 87 North Productions. Raid on a pirate ship.
I think it sounds cool because there are a lot. If it's a really big ship, that could be epic.
It's going to be a huge ship.
This will be interesting because 87 North, they haven't really done any period pieces yet. And so let's do a period piece, maybe not 17th, 18th century. That sounds really cool to me. And Jason Momoa fits as a pirate.
He already looks like a pirate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He kind of is. Just like a vagabond, lost soul pirate.
Sorry, Jason Momoa. You're not a lost soul, but...
No, like in a cool way.
Okay.
He's just like so cool. not a wandering soul.
Okay, there we go.
He's just like, yeah, I'm the
vagabond,
man.
lost soul, homeless.
I'm just like the man. I pulled Adrian Arjona like nothing. Like I'm the coolest.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What a G.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Fuck. Real quick though.
Someone's got to.
So FX's Alien Earth is midway through their seasons. It's getting great reviews online. Check it out for sure. We got to work with them in Comic-Con. And be sure to check out FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast, for exclusive interviews with the show's creators, cast, and crew. New episodes are dropping for this podcast every Tuesday night on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and the official FX Network's YouTube channel.
Very cool stuff. Let's talk about a Zack Snyder film, which sounds like the smallest film he's ever made.
It's teeny tiny film.
It's
going to be 10 seconds long.
This will be his it's his passion project called The Last Photograph. Starts filming this month and stars Fra Free and Stuart Martin, and follows a man searching for his missing niece and nephew after the murders of their parents with the help of a photographer, the only man to see the killers. Interesting.
Until the slow-mo fight scenes happen.
Slow-mo photograph. I mean, hey, I'm up for something that's not huge and gigantic.
Same, me too. I think this sounds really cool. So Ben Stiller news, who obviously one of the creators and showrunners of Severance, will not be directing any episodes of the show Severance in this upcoming season 3. Instead, he will be directing a World War II survival thriller about a downed airman in occupied France.
Cool. I'm down.
He's also gonna be working on a pickleball movie called Dink. The sports comedy will star Jake Johnson as a washed-up tennis pro convinced to stoop to play pickup ball to save a struggling club and earn his father's respect. So he's got a bunch of stuff in development. Won't be directing Severance episodes. Still be obviously heavily involved. Directing instead Dink, which I'm sure will be hysterical. But him doing a World War II survival film sounds epic.
Yeah, he's a great director. I'm looking forward to both. And I've never played pickleball, but I saw people playing yesterday.
Oh, it's pretty fun. It is booming. Yeah. It is booming everywhere. There's courts being built all over the country, man.
Are the courts small, much smaller than tennis courts?
Yeah, so basically a lot of tennis courts, what they've done is they have painted extra grid lines and for people to, if you just go to a normal tennis court, they have pickleball framing and everything set up already. But there's just pickleball dedicated courts being built everywhere.
Can you let the ball bounce, or do you have to like hit it?
No, it's like tennis, but
tennis,
smaller.
but small.
But there's a specific order you have to hit. The ball goes a lot slower than tennis, and the big racket.
It's like a mallet.
It's like a square. It's a square
big
racket.
ping pong.
But it's not really a racket so much as a tennis racket is. It's just easier to play so that more people can enjoy playing it, because tennis can be pretty hard. If you're not good at tennis, it's not a fun sport.
Yeah,
but if you can, rock it, you're having a good time.
Oh yeah, we can rock it.
But pickleball, anyone can pick up. It's funny because I read somewhere that injuries with people over the age of like 60 have increased dramatically because of pickleball courts and pickleball. So they're just like tearing ACLs and like crazy.
You gotta stretch, guys.
So like older people can play it.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Seems fun. Maybe
It's
we'll
a
give
good
it
time.
shot.
It is.
Okay. Next up, we got a new Jake Gyllenhaal and Kevin Costner film. They've been cast in Honeymoon with Harry from directors Glenn Ficarra and John Requa, who wrote and directed Crazy Stupid Love. This film follows a man who goes on a honeymoon with his would-be father-in-law after his fiancée dies before their wedding. Damn, sounds sad.
Sounds sad, but also probably great humor is going to be involved, and I think they're going to have great chemistry together. Yeah. Jake and Kevin.
Sounds like an emotional ride.
Yeah, it seriously does. Man, that sucks. Lego Batman.
It's not real, Jim. Don't worry.
No, it's still sad. Lego Batman. It's gonna get a new movie 2026. Or no, a new game. I'm sorry. The game will follow Batman's entire story, incorporating elements for each Batman film.
Plus, hey, this is movie news, not game news.
I don't know why I put a game on there, but sometimes we dabble in games. But
no, it's because you skimmed it.
I did skim it. But let's talk about Pluribus, Vince Gilligan's new series for Apple TV Plus. The brilliant showrunner and creator behind Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. We got another little short teaser for the series. Still don't know really the plot. All we know is a synopsis. The series follows the most miserable person on Earth who must save the world from happiness. Premieres November 7th on Apple TV. And the main actress, I can't remember her name from Better Call Saul, she basically walks out of a building with blood splatter all over her shirt.
Apparently this is supposed to be really good.
I mean, it's Vince Gilligan, man.
All right, we got some posters for Frankenstein from Guillermo del Toro. 2 character posters, essentially, is one poster of Dr. Frankenstein in his lab, which looks great, but then we got this awesome shot of the monster who's in this Arctic environment covered in this like fur clothing, and it looks so cool. It's great posters, like really, really good stuff.
Figther. The Breakfast Club. Did you know it's turning 40 years old?
I did.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And in celebration of the 40th anniversary of this classic film, Universal Pictures is releasing John Hughes' groundbreaking coming-of-age film in theaters again, September 7th and 10th. There's a great poster for it, so definitely don't miss that theatrical run if you're a huge fan of that OG film.
Next up, we got a new Danny Boyle film about Rupert Murdoch, starring Guy Pearce as the character, as the man. And Jack O'Connell also in talks to star in the film.
As the real person
the
who
real
existed.
human being who existed, who Guy Pearce will be playing as a role in the film.
It should be interesting.
He did News Corp in Fox News. He founded Fox News.
Yeah, he's a mogul.
Yeah. Russell Crowe played him in a TV series like 10 years ago.
Yeah. We also have another first look at a series coming to HBO. So, HBO reeled in Baby Reindeer creator Richard Gadd, and his new series is called Half Man. Releases 2026. The series follows the relationship between a pair of estranged brothers over the span of 40 years. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like Boyhood, except for a TV series.
Yeah, it sounds reminiscent of, kind of the Mark Ruffalo, Derek Jim France series where you play twins who were estranged and they're super different. But I didn't see it, so I don't know.
So you don't know what you're talking about then?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just spitballing, man. Let's talk about...
This is what I missed. I couldn't spitball, man, without you. I couldn't spitball myself. You don't want to hear my inner monologue.
Let's talk about Eden, Ron Howard's upcoming film starring Sydney Sweeney, Ana de Armas, Jude Law, and Vanessa Kirby. This is based on a crazy true story, and it's about a couple living in an isolated island, and two groups arrive to join them. A power struggle ensues. This is a really fascinating story. The trailer looks really good. And it actually ended up in murder and intrigue and betrayals. And you could actually look at like photos that they took of themselves or of each other while on the island. So it's a crazy story. I'm looking forward to seeing
this. Is it a true story?
True story.
Wow.
Real people. Really happened.
Do you know what year it came out? Oh, in the 30s.
Yeah, a long time ago.
A group of disparate people who gather on a remote island to escape Germany ahead of the rise of Hitler in the 1930s.
It's crazy.
Did you watch the clip?
No, I don't want to watch clip.
Yeah.
But I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, Daniel Bruhl and Sydney Sweeney, their characters, show up with their family to their front gates, and Jude Law and Vanessa Kirby are like, what the fuck are y'all doing here?
Who the fuck are you?
Get the fuck out of here!
Get your hands in the
Get the money in the bag!
Fuck this up.
One battle after another. One of our most anticipated films for the rest of the year. Paul Thomas Anderson's new action thriller, huge bombastic film starring Leonardo DiCaprio, hitting theaters September 26th, but they dropped a really great poster and
a floating heads poster.
Yeah, I need to get my hands on this thing, man.
It was like reminiscent of the Killers of the Flower Moon poster.
Kinda, yeah.
Big profile of Leo.
Yeah.
And then they also did drop a traditional commercial floating heads poster that looks
I don't
okay.
know if I saw the floating heads poster.
It looks okay.
Let me see.
But the other one looks better.
Let me see.
It's just Leo's giant head.
Yeah, it's him in the background, like over the hill. Okay, the floating heads poster.
Floating heads.
Yeah, it's just a floating heads poster.
Yeah.
I mean, when the studio invests $150 million, they're like, yeah, we're gonna make our own posters too.
Yeah.
But the one with Leo, that looks great.
Comes out in a month.
Going to the premiere.
Fuck yeah! Oh yeah, we're going to red carpet premiere. I can't wait.
Let's go!
It's my
Yeah,
most
Leonardo
excited premiere.
DiCaprio invited us himself.
We're gonna see PTA in person. Holy shit! I'm gonna try to say hi to him.
Leo in person too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, man.
All right, let's talk about Street Fighter. The first tease of Cody Rhodes as Guile.
Oh my god. It's Guile.
Guile. In a live action Street Fighter movie.
Say Guile?
I read it like European.
Hey, Guile. Yeah.
I read it like an Italian. Guile. Who could forget? Which one's Guile?
Guile is the American, man.
Oh.
Guile is Jean-Claude Van Damme. Guile is the American fighter.
Well, I mean, yeah.
The American flag tattoo with the flat hat.
Oh,
the flat
top.
The flat top.
It's not a hat, man.
Sorry. Well, sorry, I didn't say Guile, but guys, oh my gosh.
This is what people pay for, man.
So the tease, it's a shadow of him on the ground with his flat top haircut.
Gotcha.
Guile. Oh my goodness, yes. What are we gonna do with this guy?
Well, it's like an international cast of characters, so.
Do you not remember Street Fighter, I guess? You just vaguely.
I can't remember the fucking names.
Guile is like the main guy.
I know, well, I'm not 12 anymore. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Well, how could you say that?
I'm just saying, I haven't seen Street Fighter since I was a teenager.
I know, but
it's 20 years ago.
Corey Rhodes is Guile. Guile.
It's a weird name.
Oh my god,
that's a weird name.
Speaking of
look
fighting,
at the spelling of that fucking thing.
Speaking of fighting, The Hollywood Reporter has named Dave Bautista as the best wrestler turned actor. Dwayne Johnson's number 2 and John Cena is number 3.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty fair. Although Dwayne's coming for that Oscar, man. Smashing Machine
looks really good in it.
But I think, Dave has worked with Denis Villeneuve twice, so I mean, that alone I think puts you in the top spot.
Oh yeah, 3 times. Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, Dune 1. Oh, yeah, it's
Dune 2.
Dune 2, you're right. Well, I meant like okay, yeah.
3 times.
Yeah. Three
Three projects.
Guile.
Nice distraction. Change the topic.
Guile. People don't forget.
Phil Lord and Chris Miller are producing a new adaptation of live-action version of Archie comics with Tom King writing the script.
You know who would be great as Archie is
Guile. Dominic McLaughlin.
No, the guy who plays Jimmy, Skylar Gisondo, the kid who plays.
Oh, the guy from Licorice Pizza.
Yeah, from Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be great. I think he'd be a good pick for Archie.
Yeah. Great pick. He's a wonderful pick. I've never. Did you ever read about? I don't even know what Archie Comics is. Wait, what is this?
Archie Comics, like an old.
Oh yeah.
comic from-
I've heard of this. Yeah.
Let's talk about Hudda. We got our new look
Hudda.
at to cross this film. Hudda, starring Tessa Thompson. The film follows a woman stuck in a loveless marriage who yearns for a life her husband can't provide, but when a former lover reappears, her life begins to unravel.
It's based on a famous play.
Hudda.
I believe Norwegian play. I believe I could be wrong.
Cool.
Hudda.
That's how you say it. Hudda.
The first clip for the final Conjuring movie just released. Last Rites. I'm not gonna watch it. James, if you watch it, please don't tell us what it is because I don't even want to know.
So what happens is,
But this movie,
they're doing a spell, and then Dominic Toretto busts into through the wall of the basement in a Charger, and Dominic McLaughlin
Spoilers!
in the front seat casting spells. It's great, man.
spoilers. It looks great. I can't wait to see.
Crossover.
I can't wait to see this. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna open fucking huge. I think it's gonna be a gigantic hit.
Yeah.
300 million.
Looks
Insane.
massive. Criterion, guys, we're getting a great new release for the Criterion Collection in November. Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, which I'm so happy to see has been getting like a huge resurgence on social media from people like finally watching it, I think, for the first time. And it's really exciting to see people experience it, but it's such an incredible film. The last film he ever made.
4K restoration. Very cool stuff. I can't wait. Also, the cover looks so good. The design. We got a first look at the Backrooms movie starring Chiwetel Ejiofor and a bunch of other actors I can't remember.
Dominic McLaughlin.
Dominic McLaughlin from Kane Parsons.
And Guile.
He'll be marked as the youngest director at 20 years old to make a movie for A24.
It's really incredible stuff.
Crazy.
20 years old directing a movie. Wow. All right, final bit of news. There's a passing. Terrence Stamp passed away at the age of 87.
Great actor. Great British actor.
Sad news.
Last thing I saw him in was Last Night in Soho.
Probably for me, too.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything he's done since then. What a great career, though.
Yeah.
All right, that wraps up movie news, everybody. There was so much new stuff to talk about, man.
How's it feel to have me back, man?
Oh, it's so much better. I could get an extra 10 minutes out of the episodes, but, man, it's just nice to take
You can't
a break.
have the jokes without me, man.
No, there are some jokes
What,
had.
what were the jokes? You made some good jokes by yourself?
Yeah.
Like what?
Oh, I was making fun of you mostly.
At my expense.
It's
okay.
No, but it's way more fun when you're here.
Yeah, there's no Guile without me.
There's no Guile. Oh my god, that's my favorite fuck up of the year. Just like watching you as your brain was like, how do I pronounce this word? And you were like, Guile.
Guy, that's such a weird word.
The boys are gonna
It's a
come after
weirdly
you for
spelled
that, man.
name.
Oh my gosh.
Guile.
All right, as always, guys, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube if you're watching there. Leave those 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple. Become a patron today at patreon.com/Raiders of the Lost Podcast. So follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Engage with our content. Share us in your stories. Leave some comments, likes. Besides that, take care.
See you next time.